Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Monday, April 19th, 2021. And let's review where we are so far this morning. Crude started off with a long at 901.12, hit money management and target one, so that would be POQ on crude. That was an 11 tick target. If you're trading target 2, it was a 1 tick stop out and the second 1 tick stop, so your POQ on 2 money managements or POQ on target 1 on the first trade, depending on how you're trading that. So POQ session for 9 a.m. Unleaded was in a long trade prior to our 9 a.m. start. So our first trade is the short at 906.29 from 0459, hitting target or hitting money management, and currently has a stop at 0447. And looks like we just stopped out. Yep, just stopped out of that for a partial. Didn't ever get down to target 2. Pound Aussie. Trade a day. Call this trade at 79.42, which is a good call. That gets it down below the 20 SMA. That's an adjustment I would make off of my chart anyway with the trade at 42. I have my data getting down right to 79.42. So I have that as a triggered in trade. Trade a day apparently did not trigger, and that trade canceled. So those of you following trade a day are flat, or hopefully are flat. If you're on a Wanda, you may actually be in that trade. Depending on execution, I know I am. Actually, my entry is at 48. And since the prior trade was early, that actually would be the trade I'm in. So differences in data there. I'm with it at 48. I wouldn't adjust down to 42. This is a case where if you had the stop and reverse turned on, it would have pushed that entry down to 44, and 42 would be a reasonable adjustment. Soybeans has hit money management, and the markets are open. The Russell and the YM are flat. If you were very quick, I don't know. I would call that soybeans trade untradeable because our last close at market open at 8:30 Central was above our entry, but we closed 1 second later below the entry and never got back to it. So I would say that's untradeable. Now the add-on looks like you got a chance to get in sync with it right here. Hitting targets 1 and 2, and that's a stopping out at 41. So 8 and 13 ticks on the targets. And the entry was 42.25. Yeah, I'd have pushed it down to 42 even with the 50 EMA sitting there. So cut a couple of ticks off of that. 7 and 12, 19, and 4 on the trailer. So 23 on the day, and soybeans is done. So I'm still surviving the pound Aussie trade so far. It doesn't look good, but we'll see. Strong 130, 140 pip move this morning. On pretty much a V reversal. The Russell and the YM are still flat. And there is our first trade of the morning on the YM. Long. Oops. From 974. That very possibly could be a reaction move, but it's a little too far away from the moving averages to be able to adjust it. And along on the Russell as well. From 42.4. And the Russell money management. Oh, it must be 42. Yep, so we're at a break even right now because of key level adjustment. Stop at 42.4. And there's target 2 at 45.5, so that's going to be a POQ trade. 20 ticks to target 1, 31 to target 2, depending on how you're trading the Russell, if you are. And the YM taking heat on the long. So unleaded looking for a second trade. One partial so far. And the Russell stop moves up to 42.3, 43.3 it looks like. Maybe even 43.4. Yeah, 43.4. Moving through target 3. And there is a diamond level SMA short on the YM. Plotted at 39, so adjust to 37. And we have not hit that yet. So currently still long, even though the calculator will be tracking the short. And there's our stop and reverse. Target 4 hit on the Russell. 45.7 for the stop there. And the pound Aussie on my chart has survived on the short trade. Pushed the daily high slightly higher, but not able to break through in a meaningful way. And we just triggered into the short on the SMA or stop. If you're a gold level trader, you just stopped out of the long on the YM. Money management at 908. I'm sorry, 911. Target 1 at 908. The Russell stop 45.9. And the Russell continuing to rise, and now the YM starts to follow. $47.8 for the Russell stop. $48.3 for the Russell. And the YM pausing at the 20 SMA. And the pound Aussie did stop out, unfortunately. Good morning, Armando, Keith, Miles, Brett. Please do say hello if you're in the room. And hit the like button. Will help Troy's channel get recognized. The Russell turning out to be a really good trade this morning. 50.4. 50.9 now for the Russell stop. And another stop and verse on the YM, or just a new long trade for gold level traders at 967. This was not as big. 967 for gold level, actually 971 for the reverse, so we probably are not there yet. $69 for the stop and reverse, and key level around the 10s to bring it to 71. Yeah, we're still short. The Russell's still at 50.9. And unleaded just missing getting that a long trade there. The overbought reading at plus 0.516, keeping us out of the long trade on that bar. And the YM did, for those using the SMA trade, we did reverse back to long, so everybody is now long. $52.7 for the Russell stop, and stopping out at $52.7 for a one and done trade. Nice trailer. $42.3 to $52.8, 10.5 points on that trailer. So 502.50. No, $525 on just the trailer. Either 20 or 31 ticks, depending on how you are playing it on the target. So another 100 or 155. Nice trade this morning there. That's still not real sure what chart to be trading on the Russell at this point. And the YM trying to process up through its 50 EMA at this now. Trying to reach 994 for money management and target at 997. That's a well-placed target, just below the 34,000 and the 200 SMA. Getting close to 10 o'clock where we can pick up a new session on crude. That trade at 63.49 would be our next trade after 10 o'clock, and we can get in sync with that. And it looks like money management on the YM. So stops to 68 or 72, depending on what your entry was. Pound Aussie start is 8:30 a.m., Brett, Eastern Time. So unfortunately, that long trade was way too early for us. That really came through the bridge session at from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Setting up at 5:21 this morning Eastern. Unleaded with a new long setup as well. 529. With money management at 504 and target at 483. And the YM stopping out for a break even, whichever entry you used. So stopping out at 72 or 68. right, not much movement right now. Russell picking up a short, but we're done there. And soybeans in a long that we're also done with. And the Russell short being successful. Is anybody in here this morning trading trade a day on using Awanda as a broker? I'm curious if anybody else, or if anybody was triggered in at 42 on the short. And there's an SMA long 981 on the YM, 997 for money management. Money management 97, target at 99, at 999. Not a big trade, but 18 ticks to target 1. So diamond level traders lost 37 on the stop and reverse, on the initial stop and reverse. And then another 34 on the stop and reverse to long. So that's going to be 74 and 68, 142. We picked up 2 on the break even. So we're currently down. Diamond level traders are down 140. Gold level traders are down 41 tick risk. So 82 are down 80 and are currently flat. Unleaded missing entry by 1 tick. So still flat there. Still waiting for our 10 o'clock start time on crude. Though I am appearing to be having some trouble getting through 34,000. And there's a new short on the pound Aussie. On my chart at 54. And trade today has the short at 57 on the pound Aussie. So I have that trade as live on a Wanda, but apparently TradeStation hasn't gotten down quite that low yet. And we did pick up the short on 10 o'clock session of crude. And crude hitting money management. Looking for target 1 at 37. Missing that by 1 tick. And unleaded also in the short, having hit money management, and there, I believe, yes, there's target 2. Okay, the short trade is live on Trade Today. 957 on Trade Today, and that's the difference in triggering or not. And the YM unfortunately stopping out on our SMA trade. So not a good day for the YM. It looks like I have not got the 200 EMA trade turned on there. It looks like that is a really good one. Let's see if that... Unleaded stop now at 0507. Yeah, that would have been a nice trade. 36 ticks to target 1, and we're now trailing down beyond that. It is me. It is John this morning, Mary Jean. Good morning to you. Troy is going to be doing his special fast test session tomorrow at noon. I will be in the room for my normal session at 9:20 tomorrow. And target 1 achieved on crude, so that is a one and done. Will be a one and done session for 10 a.m. And looks like we're going to get target 2 as well at 29. Looks like we just did, actually. Yes, we did. Targets 1 and 2. If you're trading 2 fixed positions, 32 pips total. And the YM 200 EMA trade stopping out at 911, or I'm sorry, 906 it got down to. And a long trade for everybody at 906. So everybody is now long. And if you're using both of those diamond level setups, this is trade number 6. This is just trade number 3 for the gold level set traders. Oh, okay, excuse me. That setup is at 907. But we are in that. And my chart has the pound Aussie short canceling. Trade a day is in this one. And trade a day's entry was 57. Mine was 56. Crude stop at 63.46. And unleaded getting to its, as we mentioned, it hit target 2, so this will be a POQ trade there. Actually going through all 4 targets on unleaded. I'm glad you think it sounds like me, Mary Jean. It also should look like me, considering this is Ninja Trader rather than Troy's usual trade station. So the Russell going chart, the 1.5 point momentum bar, 15 tick range bar, going one and done this morning, and the YM just kind of going back and forth on us. Okay, your trade a day stop on the pound Aussie is 3 ticks higher than my chart, 3 pips rather, up here at 79.81. Or 1 tick above where I have the cursor line set. Unleaded gas stop at 496. Thank you, Mary Jean. Also, for those of you interested in the Trade Hack Club that Troy mentioned last Wednesday for the first time, I believe he has that link in the description for this live session. And he will be broadcasting the fast test session simultaneously on YouTube Live and on Discord on that channel. Unleaded down to 477 for the stop. Pound Aussie's surviving for you trade-a-day traders. Yes, he has that in the description for today's session. So you can pick up that link there and sign up for that. Go ahead and get signed up for that. $466 for an unleaded stop. Still $63.46 for the crude stop. And YM going through money management and target one. Target one of 45 ticks. That puts you just 35 ticks down if you're a gold level trader. And I'll have to run the numbers to check on our diamond level traders. We're down 140 after the first three. We lost another 48, so we're down 188. Target one here was 36. And our stop was 906. So that was 50 ticks. Uh-oh. That's not nice. I'm sorry about the intro playing. And it looks like trade did hit its pound Aussie trade did hit its stop. I'm going to end my stream for just a moment, but the YouTube stream should stay alive, and see if I can't restart the light stream feed.